It's 1986. A 20-year-old Mike Tyson steps into the boxing ring, fists of fury, and leaves as the youngest heavyweight champion in history. His rise was meteoric, earning over $400 million in his career. But fast forward to 2003, and Tyson is sitting in a courtroom bankrupt, drowning in over $23 million of debt. What happened? How did one of the richest athletes in the world lose everything? Mike Tyson's story isn't just about money. It's about choices. It's about how debt can turn from a tool of opportunity into a trap of destruction. And it's a cautionary tale for anyone who's ever borrowed a dollar. So today, we'll unpack the debt game through the lens of Tyson's journey, his triumphs, his mistakes, and most importantly, the lessons you can learn to avoid his fate. Debt, the power and the trap. Debt is deceptively simple. You borrow money today and promise to pay it back tomorrow. But here's the twist. It always comes with a cost. And that cost, when ignored, can spiral out of control. Let's break it down. Imagine borrowing $1,000 at a 10% annual interest rate. In a year, you owe $1,100. But if you only pay the minimum, that debt starts to snowball. Over time, you can end up paying double or even triple what you originally borrowed. Now think about Tyson. His debt wasn't just financial, it was emotional. Lavish spending became a way to mask deeper pain. He bought mansions, gold bathtubs, and tigers. Yes, actual tigers. Each purchase dug him deeper into the hole. But here's the thing, it didn't happen overnight. Debt is a slow trap. At first, it feels manageable. Then one day, you wake up and it owns you. The suspense of debt, why we borrow. Why do we borrow in the first place? Because debt promises something we want: freedom, opportunity, or relief. It whispers, you can have it now and worry about paying later. For Tyson, borrowing wasn't just about maintaining his lifestyle. It was about fueling his image. In his words, I was trying to be something I wasn't. This is the same promise debt makes to all of us. It's the allure of a bigger house, a fancier car, or a dream vacation. But what we don't realize is that bad debt always comes with strings attached, strings that can become chains. The suspense lies in this question. When you borrow, are you building your future or gambling it away? Let's go deeper into Tyson's story. At the height of his career, Tyson was invincible. His fights were spectacles generating millions in revenue. But outside the ring, his spending habits were out of control. He bought a $2 million gold chain. He owned multiple mansions. He spent $140,000 a year on a personal tiger trainer. But here's where it gets tragic. Tyson didn't just spend recklessly, he borrowed recklessly. To fund his lifestyle, he took out loans with sky-high interest rates. He didn't think about repayment plans or long-term consequences. And when the money stopped coming in, the debt collectors came knocking. In 2003, Tyson declared bankruptcy. He lost his mansions, his cars, even his beloved tigers. And yet, that wasn't the end of his story. Tyson's redemption came when he confronted his mistakes. He cut back on his spending, rebuilt his brand, and used his experiences to educate others. Today, Tyson is thriving, not because he avoided debt, but because he learned to master it. Tyson's story reveals the difference between good debt and bad debt. Good debt builds value. It's like planting a seed that grows into a tree. Think of a business loan that leads to profits or a mortgage that helps you own a home. For Tyson, good debt came later in life when he invested in ventures like his cannabis business. These were calculated risks with clear returns. Bad debt, on the other hand, is like quicksand. It looks harmless, but the more you borrow, the harder it becomes to escape. Tyson's early loans were classic bad debt, used to fund a lifestyle that didn't generate value. The lesson here is simple. Debt isn't the problem. It's how you use it that matters. The debt game. Rules for winning. Imagine debt as a game board. Each space offers opportunities or traps. Low-interest loans, credit card traps, business investments. The goal is to land on wealth-building opportunities while avoiding the pitfalls. So, how do you win the debt game? Know your purpose. Before you borrow, ask, is this debt building my future or feeding my ego? Calculate the cost. Understand exactly what you're paying in interest and fees. Plan your exit. Always have a clear repayment strategy before you borrow. Tyson's turning point came when he learned to ask these questions. He stopped borrowing to impress others and started borrowing to build a sustainable future. Financial experts agree, the key to mastering debt is understanding its purpose. Dave Ramsey advises avoiding high-interest debt entirely. His snowball method focuses on paying off smaller debts first to build momentum. Robert Kiyosaki, author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, has a different approach. He believes in leveraging good debt to acquire assets, like rental properties or businesses, that generate income. The common thread? Debt should work for you, not the other way around. Now it's your turn. Ask yourself, what's my relationship with debt? Am I borrowing to build my future or to fund a lifestyle I can't afford? Do I have a plan to pay off what I owe? The answers to these questions will determine whether you win the debt game or become another cautionary tale. Debt isn't good or bad, it's neutral. It's a tool, like a hammer. You can use it to build a house, or you can use it to smash a window. The choice is yours. For Tyson, debt was initially a weapon of destruction, but when he learned to use it wisely, it became a tool for rebuilding his life. The question is, what will you do with the debt in your life? Let's recap. Debt isn't the enemy. It's a choice. Good debt is an investment in your future. Bad debt is a liability that holds you back. So here's your challenge. Take control of your finances. Borrow wisely, calculate the cost, and always have a plan. The debt game isn't about avoiding debt altogether. It's about making the right moves. Are you ready to play and win?